Structure charts. So structure charts is another form of documentation. It's an informal method, much like flowcharts. It's less familiar, and but we're going to talk about it. Structure charts are also called calling trees, and the basic syntax of the structure chart is that left to right arrangement implies the execution order. So chunks of functionality are executed left to right. There are some special denotations called the Jackson extensions to the basic structure chart idea. A circle in the box denotes its conditional execution, and a star in the box denotes it's a repetitive execution. Now, when you go top to bottom in the flow chart, top to bottom was just following the arrows, which was the flow of execution. Not so with the structure chart. Top to bottom implies increasing detail. So the top is it's the top level, it's high level, and not much detail. The bottom is the leaves at the end of the tree, the calling tree, that are the most detailed aspects. And remember, it's program flow, it is not data flow. And by the way, all the fill the plant text is really poor when they talk about structure charts. But anyway, here's an example of the Roomba structure chart. Again, this is the same as the state transition diagram or the flow chart or the natural language spec, right? These are all complementary explanations of how the Roomba works. But the top level up here, remember, is the least detail. And so it's just Roomba robotic vacuum cleaning. That's the function, and it does it repetitively. It's doing this all the time. Now, the next level of detail is represented like this. And these arrows, again, are just showing left to right execution order. There's only one up here, so there's only one thing. But here, these flow off of the robotic vacuum, the idea of cleaning. This is adding more detail that cleaning involves these 4 steps. You accept the button, which is, in this case, there's only one button. It's the clean button. In the earlier versions, there were 3 buttons, remember, small, medium, and large rooms. And so again, same idea, accept the button. You could add more detail here if there were 3 buttons. You could add more detail to say, and they would be conditional possibilities that accept the small button, accept the medium button, accept the large button, right? But let's get back to the current, whoops, sorry about that. Let's get back to the current implementation according to the way we've implemented it in the flowchart and the state transition diagram. The order from left to right is accept the button, turn on the suction, execute the spiral's trajectory, and then react to sensors. And here's one of those repetitive things, right? Now, again, we can add detail anywhere on this chart. And I just don't have a lot of room. You could add detail. Again, like I mentioned, you could add detail here. You can add detail here. I'm going to add some detail here to react sensors. And there are only 2 types of sensors we react to. There's the bump sensors and the cliff sensors. And these are conditional. So we're talking about one or the other, right? So if you get a bump, whether it's the right or left bumper means you're going to first determine was it the right or left bumper, and then you're going to rotate opposite, either left or right. Again, execution left to right. Then you are either going to stop at the peak or stop at 90. Again, these are conditional. Stop at one of those, and then go on to the straight trajectory. Again, react to cliffs. You could draw down here, either underneath, or you could draw to the side to do the same type of expansion of what reacting to the cliffs means. I just didn't do it here, ran out of space. And again, that's the thing, is depending on what's hard and what's easy, you may choose, Like I said, the accept button on the first generation prototypes, the first generation Roombas, this could be expanded to small room, medium-sized room, large room. But currently, it's just wait for the button. It just says clean, right? There's only one button. So you could expand on this and say, you know, wait for the user to press the clean button or something. Again, it's up to you how you want to break things up left to right and how you want to break things up top to bottom. All right? Now, that is thanks for your attention, and we will continue with the next lecture element. Okay?